East, it's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by Hutchie. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Eagles.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. A gain of 48.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Saquon. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krusty Merritt. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one secured by the tight end Bates. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's good.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He finds Jahan Dotson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's quickly out to Smith. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast.
And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
14. Commanders, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commander's first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
First catch of the ball game for Deebo. And that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Run over at center, that's Krosky Merritt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Brought down by Nolan Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
He'll drop to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend.
Oh, a loose football. And the Eagles recover the football. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Hurts. Coming across the field on target to Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run. It's Barkley. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Here's Hurts.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down by Quan Martin. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and
2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
2nd and inches. They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slops.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They hook up again, second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
35-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
As caught, that's Lane. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the Eagles' 19-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And he will get into the end zone. Marcus Mariota. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders get back in it. It is 21-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
In the middle, and he's got Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
28 yards.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Philadelphia.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Frankie Luvu on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Hurts to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. To throw is Hurts. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield, By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merritt. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now pass deep from McLaurin. That's caught. And he will score. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Commanders 14.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 15. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll look deep here for Brooks. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That'll change things. Out of bounds, inside the 35.
It's a pickup.
Big-time play for Philly.
That's good.
A pickup of 44 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for an Eagles first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield. And that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking them down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here is complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Washington. They'll look to throw. Right side, catch made by McLaurin.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. that one secured by the tight end Bates. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 2 scores.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. And I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that ball.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Philadelphia.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Face to run inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Eagles first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He'll run again. And he will score! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's swung out to Groski Merritt, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Samuel has it working the middle. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Shaq Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
At the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Krosky Merritt. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's to Krosky Merritt. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. There he goes again. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, trying to do it himself. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 6-yard line.
6 yards.
A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one.
At the 6-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And he's in! Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Eagles 38. Commanders 24.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Bigsby to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
13-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they continue to be tough to stop. A chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete, and with no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal for Hurts. Headed left.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give him
14
14 on that play. One play, one first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Or right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection. And another first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Deebo Samuel. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll go. Koski Merritt has it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a good couple of yards. They get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He'll step up and run. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The motion man here is McLaurin. Here's Koski Merritt. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through three. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yards, but it will set up third down.
Luvu on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Hurts going to keep it on the option. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, so elusive. Even down near the goal line, doesn't quite get in. But his guys are set up first and goal.
That's another Eagles first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
27.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. On target, got it to McClurry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15
Terrific
yards.
starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the zone read, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
Eagles 48, Commanders 34. Jake Moody.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here is Shipley on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40s. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Iomatic only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
The 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Eagles.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
The 18-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to put that 1st down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's got another one. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. and make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles are able to extend the lead.
Commanders 34.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Washington.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. There's Pat Man again, another catch. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run, and this is Jeremy McNichols. to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain
Give
of
them 14
yards.
on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
First down.
Second and
First
short.
and 10
Normally,
at
this
the
is a great
15-yard
time,
line.
Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
That ball is caught beyond the pylon. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Moody's extra point is good. The Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Commanders 41.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Commanders' 9-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
First down.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
Now Hurts will call his own number. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6th. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Eagles 62. Commanders 41.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Results in a 4th
And that's
down.
exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he will have the 1st down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. So that is going to set the new standard for quarterbacks, a record 5th rushing touchdown of this game. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
Commanders 41. Jake Elliott to kick
So following
off
the
for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Washington.
That's good for a couple.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.